Flowers for Towers.
Yep, that's it.
Good name.
So, pretty clever. I think people really appreciate getting something out of it.
Well, we always appreciate getting something back, especially when we're kind of doing good around Earth Day. But tell us, Flowers for Towers, it's basically a computer drop-off, and you're partnering with a couple of different businesses to give back to people who drop something off to you.
What we did is we partnered with IT Refresh and the Fort Collins Nursery, both out of Fort Collins. And on April 22nd, which is Earth Day, we invite the community to drop off their old, unused, or unwanted computer equipment, and that includes anything from PCs, old laptops, servers, printers, scanners, fax machines. Monitors are excluded just because there's lots of toxic chemicals that go into those. Costs a little bit more extra money to recycle those. But we invite the community to drop those off at iPoint in Fort Collins on the 22nd through the 24th, 135 West Swallow Road.
Okay, so just off of College, kind of behind Dellenbaugh there?
Exactly, just behind Dellenbaugh.
Yeah.
West of them. So anyway, in exchange for their equipment, IT Refresh will part everything out, recycle everything, or refurbish it if it's able to with a triple hard drive wipe, so it's 100% secure. In exchange for dropping off that equipment, the Fort Collins Nursery will give them a gift certificate for plants or flowers or whatever they need to plant. So,
yeah, because we have old computers, and it has just things that we don't want people to see, documents and all that kind of stuff. So
right.
The wipe is important, but why is it important that we don't just throw this into the trash can?
We looked at the stats, and 20 to 50 million pounds of e-waste are recycled each year, which is pretty significant. And, in America, e-waste accounts for only 2% of America's trash and landfills, but it equals over 70% of the toxic waste in those landfills, just because there's so many things, components in those machines that are toxic to the environment. There is mercury in monitors, and also actually a lot of precious metals, gold, silver, copper, things like that. So it's great, when we can partner with these organizations and actually have these things parted out, recycled properly, and then actually reused in some cases, because it actually does take a lot of resources to create these machines. 539 pounds of fossil fuel, 48 pounds of chemicals, and 1.5 tons of water to just create one PC.
Okay.
So as much as we can keep those machines out of landfills, recycled properly, it's just doing a great thing for the community and the environment.
Sounds good, man. I'll bet it'll be a great event.
It's going to be great. Like I said, we got over 315 machines last year in just a couple days. Did not expect it to be that big, but the exposure really got out there. And, I think people just kind of need a resource for some of these things. I might not have the knowledge on, what am I going to do with this old dusty laptop? I know myself, I had an old printer just laying around in my room that hasn't worked since I was in college. So,
yeah.
It's just a great thing to have community-minded events like this going on in Fort Collins, and we're just here to help out as much as we can.
Wonderful. And Hans, what's your website?
Website is www.ipoint-tech.com. If they want more information on the events, just follow our website /flowers-for-towers.
All right. Hey, thanks a lot, Hans. I really appreciate your time.
Absolutely, Paul. Thanks for having me.
Okay. See you, buddy.
You have a good one.